Hello and welcome to Humstic plays Raid Shadow Legends free to play day 1. I've already completed all the tutorial, so I don't have to sit through that. And right now we'll get straight into completing the first goal of the game, which is completing stage 1 of the campaign. So the idea with the early game progression is to get a 6-star champion, usually a starter, as quick as possible to be able to farm 12-3 brutal campaign for maximum XP and to increase the rate at which you can get your other champions to 6-star. Also, there's a novice tournament. That's a lot of people prioritise that. I don't put it as high on the list, but it is going to progress as we're doing what we need to do around the game. There's progress missions which can lead to good rewards, shards, gems, energy boosts, gear, all to help you progress for the early game. I do like to complete them, as the first set of progress missions will give you 300 gems, which is very valuable to speed up your progress within the early game. And also there are challenges. These challenges are quite tedious in some cases and consume a lot of energy, so it's a good idea to try and maximise your efficiency with your energy in completing them now at early stages whilst your energy account is so high, rather than leaving them till later on in the game and having to come back and complete them when you've got other things and higher, more priority things to do, involving tournaments or fusions or events, and you want to put your energy and resources into them rather than completing these early game challenges. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and talk you through day 1 of how to complete these challenges and missions together in one heap, so maximising your total progress per energy. That way then you're getting more, doing more in less time, and that extra energy can go towards getting you further through the campaign and quicker towards this 12-3 brutal target. You'll be leveling your champion up via the progress missions, as it tells you when to level things up, and we'll be upgrading gear and trying to keep up with that as well. You'll find that there's challenges and the progress missions can overlap with each other in certain parts, and you'll notice that as I play through the game I do try and keep them together, so I'm using less silver or less energy to complete these missions. Once you've done that, it's just a case of then seeing what champions you have and progressing where you want. As you can see, I have now completed stage 1. It's given me War Priest. She's a fantastic starting champion and lots of offense gear. So what I'll do now is I will remove the helmet and the weapon by destroying them, because if you remove the gear it costs you silver. You're not going to use this gear again. It is weak gear. The tutorial just makes you put on to show you how to upgrade and equip gear. So you may as well destroy them and save the silver. Now, as you see there, I was looking at the offense boots, because part of me told me I need to use offense boots for one of the challenges, but I doubt myself and I put the speed boots on from the lifesteal set, because speed is so effective in this game. I should have put the offense boots on, so if you're following my guide as I'm talking now, I recommend that you put offense boots on because you need them later on for a challenge. Though the speed comes in handy now, it cost me approximately 20,000 to 50,000 silver to take them off and put them back on again just to complete a challenge, which is quite a large chunk of silver wasted. So as you see here, I'm just following through progress missions, completing what I can, getting the XP boost that it provides and any other resources it comes along with it. Then once I've got that gear on, it's now sent me to complete all of stage 2 of the campaign. As I said before, it just leads hand in hand, works together. Once I beat this boss, easy to do. The 3 champions that gives you to start with can complete easy enough. Once they've done that, you will then get life gear. This life gear is fantastic to put onto your War Priest, helps her stay alive, makes her more tanky. She's not a damage dealer, she's just there to help you survive. Putting this gear on her is also completing challenges at the same time, as you can see in the top corner. And then leveling the gear up, I know that there's a progress mission where you need to have a support champion, which is in full life gear and in level 4 gear, which is what I've completed straight away. That's two progress missions straight off the bat. Next is your XP boost. This is where tutorial just explains how to increase champions XP within the tavern. Just pick your starter champion, put your 4 XP brews into your starter champion and accept, levels up. That's another one complete. Now pull champions, quick and easy, go to your summoning portal. Luckily I had more than 10 shards, so I just pulled 10 in one go. We're hoping for a good starting rare. Don't get anything, not a big loss. There'll be thousands upon thousands of these that you pull throughout playing the game. Finally hitting level 10. It's a good indicator how I've been progressing. Just done the progress missions to do one of the keep dungeons, and then now need to start progressing in the campaign again. This is all we're doing at first. Luckily I got a sorceress in one of the campaign missions. She comes in handy because she's a decreased defense skill on, for a triple hit. This skill comes in handy for dealing more damage to enemy, and also there's a mission where you need it against the force keep for a decreased defense. So knowing I've got her just takes away some of the effort of trying to find it. A lot of the game is a lot of just passing back and forth between progress missions and challenges. This one's now sent me to arena, completing arena. The first 10 enemies you fight in arena are basically guaranteed wins, so the easiest to complete and to push you through that stages. They then give you some masteries. I started with Athel. Athel is a very good, strong all-round champion. So one thing you want to do with all your attack damage champions is get that crit rate. That 5% crit rate comes in handy so much. It's 5% less you need to look for on your gear as you're playing the game. Now, because Athel only has one debuff to put on, I am also going to put her down the defense tree to make her more give her more survivability. So I've gone for defense just to be able to take more hits, and then I'll work down that tree also. If you were starting with Kale, you'd do the same with the offense, go for crit rate and work down the damage dealing, but then you go to the accuracy tree and then work on putting his accuracy up because he has a lot more debuffs to place than what Athel does. So being able to get his poisons out is key to his damage output. Right now, the progress mission sent me to do into Minotaur. All I'm doing here is just soloing it. I want those skill tomes, the scrolls, to go on to Athel only. So if I put a group of champions I didn't want to use in there, there's a chance that they go on to the scrolls are going to them champions instead of Athel. So taking them out, doing it solo, just restricts it straight to Athel herself. So here we're looking at is some of the challenges where you want to complete stage 1 and collect artifacts. Also I've lined it up with this progress mission where you just need to earn 3 stars on every stage of the castle. So and be mindful that you've already 3-starred 1 to 3 of castle because you're limited to only using 2 champions. And then once again the next mission is one of each type. So go back, complete it again, and then that lines up nicely, and completing with the challenge missions as well. Here you can see it's telling me to do the same thing again as what we just done on stage 1, but on the stage 2 sewers. Here's where my mistake plays in. As you can see there, I've had to take my lifesteal boots off with the speed to put on the offense boots, and then I put them back on again, forgetting I need to have a champion wearing level 8 boot offense gear in all slots, so I have to swap them back around again, wasting more silver. This is what I mentioned at the start, and the mistake that I made of losing silver by having to keep swapping boots around. Going straight with offense boots until you've passed this mission, and then putting your speed boots from the vampire set is a lot more efficient way of doing it. You have to collect 3 pieces of gear from the first 3 stages, and then 5 pieces of gear from the following 4 stages. This is also lining up nicely with one of each type of gear from the sewers, so I've lined them both up together there to maximise my energy usage, and completed all of them gear collection as well. I'm just checking my challenges, making sure I've done all them. I'll complete all them again. Best thing about completing these challenges is you do get some nice energy boost, but this one is very time consuming. This challenge is for 3-star gear from each stage of the sewers. Now, depending on your luck of collecting gear, it can consume a lot of energy, and especially for late game, if you come back to this one, you can lose 1,000 energy if your luck is just not in your favour. Quickly checking on my tournament, seeing I'm going in there. As you can see, I'm in position 3. I've not pushed for the tournament. All we're doing is doing progress missions and challenges. Just doing what I can to help myself in my account rather than trying to compete with other people and what they're doing on their account. Here I'm just checking on my challenges. These give me energy, so I'm in no rush to claim them. I will claim them when I start running low on energy, or if I completed the rest of that challenge roster to get the book. Such as there. I had a 3 XP boost, but it got me a book, and I wanted that skill tome to increase my power. Pull 10 more shards, see what I get. Got a nice rare. So, not too much there. Skink is not an amazing champion. It'll come in handy for some early game progression. Since it's start game, a rare champion is always useful. He also has a decreased defense. And his basic will ignore shields and block buffs, so that'll come in handy against some of the campaign stages. This stage area itself is good for farming a rare champion called War Maiden. War Maiden is a brilliant decreased defense champion. She gives the 60% decreased defense, but she also hits all enemies, so that comes handy for increasing your damage output massively. And not only that, but her basic attack also has a poison, albeit the weak poison, but a poison nevertheless. That'll come in handy for, say, clan boss and things like that. So at this stage, I've just lost playing it on automatic, so I'm just replaying it now on manual, picking my skills, deciding when is best to use them, timing my rotation of skills right, and making sure I'm picking the key targets I need to take out, rather than just leaving it on auto and then just activating skills at random on enemies and when they're on cooldown. And in doing so, as you'll be able to see, I win this fight, and I win it by a considerable margin. Most of the champions that are left are above half health, so it's a clear win, an example of how you can play better than what the AI does itself. So coming to the end of day 1, this is what we've achieved so far. Tournament, we're in first position without focusing it too hard. We've got almost the top rewards, which we're definitely going to reach before the tournament ends. I'm going to collect some the energy now. I've saved these energy pots until now because if you collect it at the start of the game, it's an energy refill, so you get a lot less energy back the lower your level is. So now I'm coming to the end of the day, I'll collect it now because I'm at the highest point of level what I'll be. My champions, I've got Athel level 40. I've got a ring, but I can't equip it on any of my champions at the moment. War Priest is level 29. All in level 8 gear. Sorceress, level 30. Ready to rank up when I've got some food for her. Magus, level 30. She's coming in handy throughout the campaign for a self-heal AoE attack. Skink, I'll be putting to use a bit later on when it comes to dungeons. Rocktooth is a reward for completing a campaign stage. Templar, I just got lucky and got him when I was farming a bit of gear. Next, we're going to have a quick look into the Great Hall. Now, I haven't put anything in there just yet, but I do have enough medals, so I'm going to pop that straight into the attack of magic. It's not the most useful area to put it, but I know there's progress missions and challenges, such as completed there, which require you to put points into the attack section of the Great Hall. You need to put in all 3 affinities except the void affinity. So all these current challenge rewards are energy, so I'll leave these until I need them or until I want to collect more skill tomes. Once again, containing energy, it's all good reserves for when I want to progress a bit further into the game and I start running low on energy. in my quests. I've done all the daily quests. When I've got the weekly quests sat waiting with another energy refill pot, I'll not claim that till I need it. There's no point wasting it and having energy sat in my reserves for no reason. As a little side note, make sure you complete your daily quests as they lead to weekly quests, and then your monthly quests where you'll get void and sacred shards. So it's important that you complete them every day. Just a quick look at my progress rewards. As you can see, I just need to collect gear from the campaign. Easily done, can complete that tomorrow. Progress rewards, saving that XP boost. Because later on I might have a champion chase mission and I might just need that to increase the speed at which I can get the rewards. Just looking at the daily login reward just to prove that I am still on. And we've managed to achieve getting to the progress mission stage 55, which is nearly completing the first section, which earns you the 300 gems. The challenge missions, we've progressed them alongside it, and we've got some good rewards there through energy silver. That silver has been key to being able to keep us up with the progress missions for improving artifacts and things like that. So after that, we'll just go for a quick nosy at the campaign. As you can see on my campaign, I have 3 stars, several of the few stages, early stages, but only 1 star on the rest. This is where I'm at now. The stage 5, it's requiring me to do manual, so I'll come back to that once I've strengthened my characters a bit more via level up or improving the gear that I have on them. In arena, I am sat at bronze 3 and I've got a comfortable defensive team set up in hopes to complete the defense battle challenge. And that's it for day 1. We've progressed far, and I hope that all the information I've provided has helped you, giving you tips where you need, and anything you need to know, please leave a comment below. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, and subscribe if you want to see more. I will see you tomorrow for day 2 of Humstic Plays Raid Shadow Legends free to play.